morning, everyone. What is up? I'm so glad you guys have joined me. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you about an app that is going to help you to see where you're at on your weight loss journey, track your calories, keep up with your water intake and your exercise and all the things. And no, it's not MyFitnessPal, okay? So I had a viewer actually reach out to me and suggest that I try using this app for myself and see what I thought of it, but she said she had like major success on it, lost like 30 pounds, I think, something like that. I can't quite remember, so if I'm wrong and you're watching, I'm really sorry, but I think it was something like that. And anyways, she just told me about an app called Lose It, and I was like, what is this app? I need to know, because MyFitnessPal kind of gets on my nerves with all of their upgraded, you need to do this, you need to buy that type stuff. It can be an okay app to use. I'm not saying I'm against MyFitnessPal either. I'm just saying I haven't really loved it in my weight loss journey as I've been like going through kind of figuring out what tools and resources are out there that work for me. Then I've also tried other things like the Numi app, which is the app that you can use to pair with Nutrisystem. And Nutrisystem is a great way to help you get started on your weight loss journey, but definitely not one that you want to stay on for very long, because unfortunately it doesn't really teach you how to eat for yourself. And that was kind of my biggest problem with that program. But anyway, so Numi is a really great free way to track your calories as well. And I thought that one was the one that I kind of liked a lot. And then I found another weight loss app that I'll talk to you guys about in a different time called 8. 8 is more of an intuitive eating app, and I love it. It's really great for helping you to break like the cycle of emotional eating, figuring out why you eat, what you eat, when you eat, you know, all the types of like deep diving into our psyche about food. I've also used the Noom weight loss app just to try it out for my viewers because you guys asked me about it. I absolutely did not like it at all. You guys can catch my full review right there, but it was not my favorite. It was just not. And so I won't go into all the details of that here, but I do want to talk to you about this amazing calorie tracking app that you can use on your weight loss journey. Before we jump into the app though, I'm going to show you a little bit about what it looks like and all the things, but I just want to give you guys my take on counting calories. As a certified mental health coach, I help women on their weight loss journey with the mental hurdles we all face along the way as we're going through the things to get from being somebody who yo-yo diets and is constantly losing weight and gaining weight to somebody who's finally not just doing the right things, but thinking the right things, somebody who's becoming someone different. I think that we can get caught up in the doing and not so much in the thinking for ourselves and becoming someone new. So what I mean by that is getting away from looking at all the things we do, which is important. Like, we need to have good, healthy habits, but those are only going to be established long term if you're changing who you identify as. And I know that may sound really deep, and I'm not going to get into a ton of that here, but I do teach my clients to not just look at what you're doing, but why you're doing it and who do you want to become, because those healthy habits that you're establishing while you're trying to lose weight, if you can't maintain those long term, they're not sustainable, and you're eventually going to go back to doing what you were doing before and gain all the weight back. So how do we stop doing that? We stop doing that by transforming who we are from the inside out, by looking at who we are and who we want to be. So for example, if somebody were to offer me a soda, I'd tell them, no thank you, I don't drink soda, because I genuinely don't drink soda. That's just who I am. So I'm just saying to think about it that way in this whole weight loss journey and this whole weight loss process as you're going through, to not just think about all the things we do like counting calories and drinking our water and making sure we're moving healthy and all the things that we need to do that are, yes, the things we have to do to lose weight. But if you are only doing them short term and you're not changing your thought process about who you are, about food, about the world around you, about your identity, then unfortunately it's not going to stick. And the things that you're doing, it's just a waste of time. So that's why I love to help the women that I help on their weight loss journeys, because it's such an epiphany for most of us. As I learned, it was for me too. I was like, what? As I was going through the parts of my weight loss journey and the difference between going from I'm just going to be on this diet for a short period of time so I can hurry up and eat my Doritos later and hurry up and eat all the things I'm not allowed to eat on this deprivation diet, and going from that person to somebody who says I can eat Doritos. It doesn't matter if I want to eat those, but is that who I am? Is that the type of food choices that I make? Or do I have to eat the entire bag? No. Can I set parameters and boundaries around my Dorito eating? Yes. So that would mean like getting some, putting them in a bowl, and then eating them out of the bowl or off the plate, not out of the bag. Or just getting those little single serve Dorito bags and having those like when you're out at a picnic at a park with your kids. So you're not eating the whole bag or mindlessly. So it's all about being mindful. It's all about paying attention to what you're doing and how you're doing it. And counting calories is exactly the same way. And I have coached clients that hate counting calories, and I've coached clients that are so addicted to counting calories that they literally are stuck in bondage to counting calories. So I definitely am not against counting calories. I think that it is wise to do in seasons of your life. I think that it's really good to do for you to establish a foundation of where you actually are, to see what you're doing and if it's serving you well. Or are you actually eating more than you think you're eating, or are you eating less than you think you're eating? Because sometimes we don't lose weight because we're not eating enough. And sometimes we don't lose weight because we don't think we're eating that much, but in reality, we're consuming like 4,000 calories a day and didn't realize it. So I say all that to say, hey, there's something to counting calories, but I know it's a pain in the butt. I know it's not something everybody likes to do, and I definitely don't think that we should be stuck to like, I have to count these calories and I have to count every little ounce of something I put in my mouth and just be like attached to your apps and your phones and all the things. I don't think that that's necessary. So with this app that I tried it for a couple of weeks just to get an idea of how it worked and how it felt. And I realized, okay, like I really enjoyed using the app. I wanted to share it with you guys. So it's good to count your calories when you're trying to lose weight, because you do want to kind of keep yourself in a parameter of this is what I need to be eating, consuming, and this is how I need to be moving and making sure I'm drinking all my water. There's a lot to be said for keeping track of your healthy habits, and the Lose It app is really helpful for that. So I'm going to be showing you guys how you can do that in just a moment, and how it actually helped me to lose a couple pounds that I wasn't even really trying to lose in those few weeks that I was using the app. I think I actually only used the app for 2 whole weeks, but it gave me a good snapshot of what I was doing, and I just tracked things that I was eating, whether they were healthy or not. So when you're counting calories or tracking your food, don't leave things out because you're embarrassed about what you've ate. Like I went to Taco Mama with my family one Sunday, and I tracked those calories in the Lose It app, and I was like, goo, I didn't realize that taco burrito thing that was there was like 900 calories. I didn't know, but hey, now I do. Now I know. So it's just bringing revelation and helping me to see what it is that I'm actually consuming. So let's go talk about the Lose It app and why I think it's a great one for you to use to track momentarily and to see what types of things are going to work for you. Because when you're tracking your food, you don't have to keep doing it. And this is something that I coach people to do as well. So I'm giving you guys some free coaching advice here today, but you definitely don't have to keep doing that. You can do it for a period of time until you figure out certain meals, certain things that you really love, like what types of foods work well with your body, what types of foods don't. And then you kind of know, like if I'm eating this food, and you don't have to eat the same thing every day, but if I'm eating this type of food pretty much regularly, this is about the amount of calories that I'm going to consume for the day, which is right where I need to be. So you can take a step back and you don't necessarily have to track. But if you're somebody that's like, if I don't track what I'm eating, Kathryn, I'm going to go off the rails, hey, that's fine. Let's do that. And while we're becoming somebody new, while we're becoming the new healthiest version of ourselves from the inside out. So it really starts with our thinking, and then the doing is part of the process. So Lose It is a really simple free app that you can use that has a ton of resources for you available. It even tracks like some of your macros and things like that, which is really nice, and you don't have to pay extra for it. There is a pro version of this. I did not upgrade and ever try that, but the pro version is just going to help you with recording your water, your sleep, and things like your blood pressure. And you guys can see there where it says upgrade to unlock. I did not unlock those things. I know how much water I'm drinking every day because I I have this massive cup right here that you see. Like I have 2 or 3 of these that look the same, and I just carry them around with me pretty much everywhere I go. Each one of these tumblers is 32 ounces of water. I know that means for me, I have to have at minimum 2 of these a day, but really my goal is 3 of these a day. So I don't have to keep track of my water like that in this app. Another thing is to track your sleep. I don't need to track my sleep. My Fitbit tracks my sleep, and I just know I go to bed and wake up about the same time, and I know if I haven't had a good night's sleep, so I didn't need it to track my sleep or my blood pressure, because I monitor that on my own. Okay, so let's just talk about the free stuff, which is tracking your calories, tracking your and tracking your exercise, which is really awesome. All right, so this is what a typical day would look like. When you open the app, you can just see that you're on today's date, which you can see I haven't tracked anything today because I haven't really been using this app for a little while. So we're gonna go to the days where I had been tracking, and you can see here that it's been a while since I've actually used this app pretty faithfully. So let's just go to my very first day. So I'm going to show you guys just a couple of the days that I actually tracked my food pretty regularly and show you how it works. So for breakfast here, you just tap in add breakfast, and you can do things like recipes, and you can see where I have added recipes in here. Like I have zucchini pancakes, and I'm not sure why they're in there twice, but anyways, zucchini pancakes, I can just tap add to my day. It's going to tell me the exact amount of cholesterol, sodium, total carbs for the day, or total carbs for that meal, the protein for that meal. I already added in all the ingredients to get me to this point, so I know that this is an easy add. It's a quick thing. You can just add your recipe and go, which is so nice. So I can just click this little add button right here, and it's gonna add it for me. So I'm gonna go back here, see my breakfast, and it'll have added my zucchini pancakes. I'll hit done. And then since I didn't truly eat the zucchini pancakes that day, I'm gonna delete that. So I'm gonna just swipe over, click delete, and you can see what I actually ate for that day. So for breakfast that day, I had a cup of coffee with some Nut Pods creamer in it, some collagen that I use from Trim Healthy Mama, and they do have a lot of food in this bank. They have a ton of Trim Healthy Mama items available in the food bank that you can just pull from by searching. So you guys can see that I had an apple and some peanut butter, and that was it for the day because I was super busy that morning. And so for breakfast, it tells me I had 252 calories. I did the same thing for lunch and dinner. And then for snack, you can see here where I added in all these funky, weird ingredients. And that was actually a Trim Healthy Mama Big Boy shake or something like that. It was just an afternoon shake, and it was really delicious, but I never really knew the calorie count of that because Trim Healthy Mama is not like, let's count our calories. They're like, you never have to count calories again. I gained weight pretty quickly after I let go of the plans that I was following and doing it on my own. I was eating way too much cheese and like heavy whipping cream and stuff like that. So I still needed to like keep track of exactly what I was eating, and I really wasn't doing that. But anyways, so then for that day, you can see that I did exercise. My workout was a 7-minute workout that I use here on YouTube a lot. I just type in 7-minute workout, and this one lady comes up that does really great, quick, high intensity interval training for 7 minutes. And then I went cycling, and you guys can see I did it for 25 minutes. And it just gives you a really great breakdown of your day. And then at the very top, you're gonna see your budget. So my budget, it'll ask you when you first create your app, what's your weight loss goals? So you're gonna have to individually go through that and kind of put in your weight loss goals. Where are you at currently? Where do you wanna be? How fast do you wanna actually lose the weight? Do you wanna, I would recommend doing it at turtle speed, because then it's sustainable, and later on you're going to be able to continue doing those things because they're not crazy hard, like I can't maintain this. So turtle speed weight loss, 1 to 2 pounds a week, is so wonderful. So it gave me a budget of about 1,400 calories, and this day I did not eat enough apparently, and it counts how much I exercised and took that off of what I ate as well. So I really didn't eat that much for the day, and I don't typically do this. So this is just a random day for you guys. All right, so then once you're done with the day, you just click at the bottom here where it says I'm done logging. It's going to be off. You just click it on right here, and it tells you like, yeah, you did it. Okay, so let me show you guys something else here as well. You can track your macronutrients here, or you can track your calories. So if you click on macronutrients, it tells me how much of my food that I ate that day was certain macronutrients. Like 45% of my calorie intake that day was fat, or 32% of my intake was carbs, or 23% of my intake was protein. But I like to keep it on the calories just so that I'm seeing what I'm doing, because I don't really care that much about macronutrients. I'm not saying that there's a right or wrong about all that. I'm just saying I'm gonna make sure that I'm eating good quality calories. I'm not just like trying to consume all the food that there is out there and hope that all the calories are made the same, because they're not. So I know that for me, I'm getting a good balance of all the things that my body needs for the most part. So let's go through and log some food. I'm just gonna pretend log with you guys so you can see how it works, okay? So if you wanna add in your breakfast, they have things that are already like stuff that you eat on a regular basis in your search items, because it's something that you've scanned before, so you can find it really easy right there, which is really nice. It tells me show 10 additional more, and you guys can see kind of what I eat for breakfast on a regular basis. But if you have a barcode, you can scan for the food item and it pulls it right up. I haven't had it miss a single thing that I've put in there so far, which is really nice. Or you can go down here and create new foods or create a recipe. Across the board here, you have my foods. These are things that I eat on a pretty regular basis when I'm tracking. And then your meals. So your meals are going to be things that you've eaten in the past that maybe you're eating again. So you can just go, hey, I'm eating the same meal. Click on that and it will track it for you, okay? So, and then also the recipes button, like I said, is right there. And then you can do your brands. I did not use that button, so I'm not going to talk much about that, okay? So for breakfast, I'm going to create a recipe and I'm going to say it is my Trim Healthy Mama Brekkie. So then I'm going to save that. And it's gonna ask me to start putting in the things that I actually ate for that recipe, and then I can create that. So I'm gonna add eggs to the recipe. So maybe I had a large egg, and I can change the quantity right here to 2 if I wanted to, which typically what I do, I usually eat 2 eggs, and I'm gonna add that. I do zucchini for breakfast a lot with eggs, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that, and it's a whole zucchini. I usually use the butter, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in 2 tablespoons of that, and then click done. So that is it for me on that recipe, and it's gonna show me right here where I'm at on calories and all the things. I can go down here and hit recipe notes. I can add in that I did 2 eggs with cheese, yada, 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 okay? So you can kind of add in your whole recipe down there, which I've done in detail for some others. Then hit done, hit add, and then hit done, and look at that. Your Trim Healthy Mama Brekkie, whatever it is that you wanted to eat for the day, is right there in your recipes if it's something that you use on a regular basis. Saves so much time. And then you can go through and do the same thing for the other meals. And each meal that you add in, it will take off that amount from your other meals. So let me see. So if we add lunch, I'm gonna add a recipe for lunch, a 287 calorie taco salad. I'm gonna hit add, hit done, and it just keeps giving me more calories that I'm able to consume for dinner, and gives me a little bit more calories that I'm able to consume for a snack. So if I add in my snacks, and really all I had that day for a snack is I love these coconut fruit bars, so I'm gonna put that in. So I did a coconut fruit bar, and now it says here for dinner that I have 759 calories that I could eat for dinner because of all the things that I already added in. So it's pretty neat. Like, I loved using this app when I was using it. I just have gotten out of the habit because I just don't have time for it right now. And I don't think counting calories is like the end all be all of my healthy life, okay? Like, I think it's good for a season, but I don't think it's for me all the time. So anyways, I would definitely recommend you guys use this app because it is so helpful, and it does sync to things like your Apple Health, your Fitbit, your Garmin, to keep up with your steps and stuff like that if you want to do that as well. I did not do that. You can see your whole day right here. You can record your weight. You can tap I'm done for the day right here. So this is just a good snapshot of where you are for the day, and it tells me I'm 759 calories under budget because I didn't actually eat all these foods. I'm not under budget for my day. I'm pretty sure I've eaten what I needed to eat today. So all in all, I think this is an excellent app to use for you if you are brand new on a weight loss journey, or if you're frustrated on a weight loss journey because you're like stalling. Definitely check it out, try it. Thank you so much to my awesome viewer who just recommended this to everybody in the comment section of a video that I had put out there for everyone. And if you guys know of any others, or you want me to review any other apps that you guys know of that you're thinking of trying, please let me know in the comment section below as well. And hey, hey, if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you're just finding me for the very first time, I would love for you to consider subscribing to my channel so you guys can come back here and get more tips on living healthy from the inside out. And if you guys are interested in coaching and you want to work with me, I will put a link also in the description below for you guys to go find out more about me, what coaching looks like through me, and join my free Facebook community for women who are on a weight loss journey at any age or stage of their life. And we just encourage and support one another through the mental hurdles that we all face. Like I shared earlier, I talk a lot about emotional healing, I talk a lot about physical healing and spiritual healing. So I believe that Jesus should be the center of everything that we do, and healthy life revolves around that. And it is God's plan and purpose and will, desire for our life, for us to be healthy, for us to be walking in health, because healthy people advance the kingdom. And it's that hurting people hurt people, and healed people heal people. So I'm a huge advocate that if we can get healed from the pain of our past and the wounds that are causing us to keep running to the things that are making us unhealthy, whether that's addictions to food or any other thing, emotional eating, or filling those God-shaped holes in our heart with things that were never meant to be there. When those go away and you get healthy and you're healed inside, you are more effective for the kingdom and help those around you to be healthy as well. So anyways, that is it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a quick thumbs up. That would help me out so much as well. But you guys, go check out this video right here where I did a review on the Noom app, and you can see for yourself that one. And then go check out this video right here where I'm talking about the Noomi app from Nutrisystem, and I really like that one. I'm not saying it's a bad one, but the Lose It app is my definite new fave. All right, you guys, have a great week. Bye.